So what's going on, everyone? Now I'm gonna freestyle this. I have nothing written down, so there's gonna be cuts. There's gonna be, mess ups if there's, But with that being said, let's get into this. And my question right now is hip hop dead and gone? Nas was saying recently, if you watch and read articles like how I watch every now and then, or I read now and then, where Nas was saying that hip hop has to thank Jay-Z for being its savior. He's the one that's been, keeping it alive, you could say. Where, back then when Chingy was on, he was saying how, I think that was 07, 08 when Chingy was really out there and, on the radio, where he felt like it was dead and it was gone and everything. And then you got other people like Erick sermon, where he's saying how hip-hop has no balance. And I agree with this to an extent. But now in these days, I really don't feel like hip-hop is dead and gone. Now when you have the internet and you can go and check out this new artist, let's say you have Hopsin, Big K.R.I.T, J. Cole, you got so many new artists coming out, you got Machine Gun Kelly, you have so many artists out there that are coming out. I don't feel like it's hurting anything. I don't feel like hip hop is in a bad position anymore with so many dope artists coming out, and I don't feel like hip hop is hurt. That balance that was off, and you got more mainstream back in like 09, 07, 08. Back then, that's when I felt like hip hop was dead, and it's where I didn't want to listen to any more music that was off the radio. I didn't want to hear anything that had to do with certain people. That's the way I was feeling back then. But now, these days, you have so many artists where, it's more focused on lyrics and, it's less about all the other stuff. I feel like it's slowly starting to find its balance where you have, this side and that side. But the more hip-hop side of things is really, you can say it's not promoted as much. You'd have to go online to go check out the new artist. Now, if you want to hear the new mainstream artist, you just gotta turn on your radio. Where if you want to hear, the better side of hip-hop, you'd have to go online. So I feel like it's balanced, but to an extent where you gotta basically find it yourself. And people on the radios that are working it, DJs or whatever, they're not helping you find it. They're basically throwing out the garbage to you. They're feeding you this garbage when they have better artists out there that they can be showing you and feeding you that appeal to a lot of people, that are relatable and you can relate to them. That I like artists that I can relate to. So I just want to share my thoughts on, is hip-hop dead and gone now? Now that, you have so many dope artists, like I said, you have Big K.R.I.T, J. Cole, Machine Gun Kelly, Kendrick Lamar, you got so many other artists, some of them that I can't really think off the top of my head right now, but you got so many artists these days that are basically the new hip-hop, you could say. So do you think that hip-hop has, lost its balance and it's done with, it's going down the drain? And like Erick Sherman said, how, CD sales aren't going anywhere because people don't want to keep buying the same old stuff, and the same old recycled music that you're hearing over and over, what you're hearing from the more mainstream side. Now, if you go to the more hip-hop side of things, you kind of stray away from all that. So with that being said, feel free and post your thoughts down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say, whether hip-hop has lost its balance, or if it has changed during the last 2-3 years or so, with so many hot artists coming out. Like I said, you got so many artists coming out. I don't feel like hip-hop is dead. So like I said, feel free and tell me what you think down below. Whether you agree with me, disagree with me, it's all fine, it's all good. Feel free to share your thoughts down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos, more reviews, more questions that I ask you guys to get, your thoughts on things here and there. So like I said, drop a line and I'm out. Peace.